So, we're continuing on with our topic of how to motivate unmotivated homeschool students. Once you have taken care of all of their basic needs, no matter how old they are, see my previous video, then you want to work on catching them being good. I know this doesn't sound like much of a discipline technique, or it sounds a little fluffy, but truly, if you have a child that is associating themselves with an identity of they just keep getting in trouble, and so, oh, I'm a bad boy, or I'm a naughty girl, then, or even as a teenager, oh, I'm not worth much, then you really want to reaffirm the positive, and you want them to see the potential of who they can become through the reflection of your eyes. You are telling them what their identity truly is as someone who's capable of being good and obedient, and you want to affirm that with evidence of catching them being good. Maybe they're not catching themselves being good very well. Even if you have to stretch it a little sometimes, maybe you are seeing them, you know, their fingers are being a little itchy to pinch their sister. And before they get a chance to pinch their sister, you stop them and say, "Oh, I'm so pleased that I saw that you kind of thought about pinching your sister, but you didn't do that. What a good boy that you're restraining yourself from doing that." Another idea is to downplay, maybe even ignore the bad occasionally, because you don't want to just reinforce all the time that that all of their life is no matter what they do, they're going to get in trouble no matter how hard they're trying, because a lot of times they are really trying. You can use this to reinforce not whining in your home and reduce the amount of whining in your home. They start to whine and you say, "Oh, well, it's hard for me to hear a whiny voice, but if you'd spoken a normal tone of voice, then I think that I'd be able to hear that. Can you say that again in a regular tone of voice and model what that is?" And then when they do, "Oh, absolutely, you can have another cracker," or whatever it is, so that you are truly reinforcing the good behavior, all the while you're not saying, "Oh, you're so whiny. Why are you doing that?" I love catching them being good. Even better is if you can reward them for it. Maybe just a little thing like, "Oh, you get to help stir dinner," or "Sure, you can bake cookies with me," or maybe for a teenager, it's screen time that they've been asking for, and you just give them a little bit extra to reinforce their good behavior. Um, it's really important to not consider this task of catching them being good something that is going to make an immediate change. This is something you're doing for the long haul, but it will pay off tremendous rewards when you catch them being good. And like I said, they might not always be even acknowledging for themselves when they're being good. So if you are finding that in them and you can catch that, then you are going really far in reinforcing this positive behavior that you're looking for anyway. So have a lot of affirmative language, a lot of maybe enthusiasm in your voice, your tone of voice, smiles on your face, maybe pat them on the head for being good, maybe pat them on the back, maybe squeeze their hand as you walk by or rub their back. Different children are going to feel loved in different ways. And so if touch is, which is important to every child, but some children especially need more touch than others, then reinforcing them being good is to include touch is super helpful too. Well, I'll give you another installment at another time. Good luck with your homeschool.